Hello everyone and welcome to my part 3 of my AAR for Gary Grigsby's War in the West. I can't remember last where I left off, but I had to restart the game because I fuck everything up constantly, but we'll talk about what is happening currently. Right now I'm up to turn 26 at December 25th, 1943. Now, first off let's look at the strategic bombing campaign of Europe. It's been going relatively decently, but not as good as one AAR by Harry Banana, which is mainly what I've been focusing on. He's been mainly getting around 12 to 13 bombing VPs per turn, which I have no idea how the hell he manages to do that. Though I have managed to keep all my losses, my US and other losses, down quite far below his. My U-boat losses, however, are much more higher. By this point, he only had 39 while I have 67. He also has a total of just under 300 VPs. This is due to the large amounts of bombing and loss of U-boat VPs, which all culminated. But hopefully this shouldn't matter by the end. Now, in the next few turns, weather is going to hit hard, which basically means that you're going to want to attack all the V weapon sites as much as possible. So I've taken off all the bombing city directives off of the Ruhr area and Hamburg, instead of focusing on a lot of the V weapon sites, because they are spread about everywhere. You have about 3 or 4 near the Pas de Calais, I think it's called, around here. One up here, another here. They're all over the friggin' place. I think I have about 6 or 7 bombing directives set up on 0 to 2 hex radiuses. So that will keep on going and hopefully that will stave off the V weapon VP loss in the next few turns when the weather hits hard. Going down here, let's just turn this off. It's a bit of a clusterfuck. Originally, I have completely taken over Sardinia and Corsica. Well, not completely, but these guys are no threat and they haven't moved at all due to lack of supplies. This is completely taken over, so that's good. That sets up the stage for Operation Dragoon later, which I will do and coincide with whatever it's called. How many? Unfortunately, I think I lost a few of my friggin' amphibious HQs. I think I only have 2 left. It's so hard to keep track of the damage of them. Are they anywhere? 1, 2, no, I think I only have 2 left, which is not that good, but hopefully I can make it work by diverting a couple from up here after the first turn, because I think you only need 1 to maintain 2 ports. I may have to be corrected on that. Now, let's look here. These guys, they cannot break out at all. So what I am but however the enemies down here are quite weak. So what I am hoping for is maybe bash out a few of these and push up, and hopefully I'm hoping they can reform a line so I can break out all these forces. These cities here have been a bit of a pain to take over because their ports just keep on getting supplies, which is quite annoying, even though I've been continuously bombing them, because it's a bit of a decision whether you want to keep bombing the railway hexes or going after the ports. It's not looking good so far, but it's just not looking good. I had to break off a lot of units. I'm not that familiar with how refit works, so I may have to get someone to explain that to me. So I think my best option so far is using up these 3 units here and pushing out, and maybe and using that unit to push forward into there. Though that's not going to have any C's, only got 36 VPs, and that's going to exude a considerable zone of control, which is quite unfortunate. However, I can probably use these other units here to break off these ones, and one of them here to push him away, though due to the difference between motorized units and infantry, I don't know if that's going to be possible. I parachute a couple of units here that divert a few of them away. Obviously, there is no point to breaking out of this area, breaking out this line, all because it's just mountainous hexes. And there is no way in hell I'm going to break out of this area because this river is just screwing me over. It's a bit of a defender's and attacker's nightmare. I absolutely hate pushing up through this area because you got such a narrow gap, and you can only have so many hexes that you have to keep guard. Because the Axis, they will come in and they will cut you off as soon as they get the chance, so you have to keep up a whole line of units guarding these positions up here. Another option I could have is to take these two amphibious HQs and put them here. Problem is there aren't many ports available, and do an invasion somewhere up here near Pisa and Livorno. I think that's all I have to talk about. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something on how not to play this campaign. And please give me any suggestions if you know of them.